I want to talk about our calls for our trades for last week and how we were showing that trend was actually exhausted on both Ethereum and Bitcoin and other stocks. You can see here that what we're talking about, if you watch this video, that we were expecting price to come up around the $1,700 level and then actually then retrace back down into the $1,430 level, which was a previous daily level. Additionally, we were mentioning some of the different stocks on the actual stock market side. With here we go, Ford as an example, and I'm going to go into details about what that actually looks like and what we might be able to expect and moving forward from there. So first I want to start off with Ethereum, and you can see what actually ended up happening was we were making bearish divergence on our trend here, which then rolled over on Friday, right where we said at the $1,700 area, came down, and then actually tested this daily at 14.27. I mean, almost exactly to the dollar. It came down to 14.21, and actually ended up making a lower low here, but then we made higher momentum on the 4-hour and other time frames, which also is an explosive move back up, which in this case you can see how we came up and retested this daily area at 1570. In fact, just barely went over 1600. Trend at the exhausted point down here again. We can look on lower time frames. We can see that money flow momentum was moving downwards on Ethereum. Another great trade was actually this Cosmos Atom trade. We were come up here into this daily area. We were getting bearish divergence on the 4-hour. You can see money flow is leaving, money flow coming down. This became a great short from this $13.10 area, and then on the retrace virtually down all the way to this weekly area, and found some support, same kind of thing, and then bounced up and made a nice little scalp trade here on the $14 or $11.41. Literally hit it in the retrace back up to like within a penny, essentially. Had a nice little scalp move for about 3%, and then continued on and rolled over. So that became a 200+% gain with leverage. And so these are the kind of trades that you can get when you become a member and join us. I just want to show you the Ford call out that we were talking about from last week, the end of the week. Now, we had already come up here and tested this daily level. So this is like from the recent low. If you were a group member, you would have known that we found support, had massive bullish divergence at this $10 60-cent weekly level, rallied basically 60% virtually, and then came down to this $50 level after trend exhaustion, massive bearish divergence on the 4-hour, came down, a great short opportunity, found support at $15. Now here's where this got cool, because just to put this into perspective, one of the things that we want to do is just looking at this trade as an example. I mean, that was a 10% trade there, and then we retraced back up to this golden pocket. Now this is where if you were listened to our video last week, this is where we actually took a short. So we retraced back up into a golden pocket resistance, and we were at a weekly resistance, and then rolled over. So this is a nice little options trade. So far, from this level, I mean, even if you didn't get the top, but so far from this level, we right now are down 5%. So again, think of this from a perspective of leverage trading or options trading. Would you like to make a 10% move down, a 7.5% move back up, and a 5% move down? I mean, we're looking at 22% in a matter of a very short amount of time. We're talking about 14 days. Now, obviously, if you're using leverage, that's big. So this trade in particular, and we didn't peg it exactly at the top, but we got in this area. Currently, this trade is up this 5%, 5+%, but actually the actual option is up well over 30%. So if we look at these puts for September, yeah, so we're up well over 30%, easily getting it in the 70-cent area on that price. So if these are the kind of things that you'd like to learn, and if you'd like to know and see what's coming up next, you can see that our trend was also exhausted, our money flow coming down on the 4-hour, money about to leave this asset. And if you want to see what's going to happen next with the SPY or with Ford or with Bitcoin or any other crypto, definitely join our program. Again, you can see how the SPY came up to this area. There's 200 moving average. There's a number of things going on here. Trend was exhausted, money flow leaving. We came then down and retraced and then tested this $419 area, lost that. Came and retested 398, and we just lost that. So you can see money has been leaving this asset as well, and being that the SPY also sort of tells you what's going to happen in the crypto market as well. But if these are the kind of things that you'd like to know about, that you'd like to learn, we provide the live charts, so you can actually already have your charts marked. There's not a lot of thinking involved here. It's easy to find bullish and bearish divergences at support or resistance. It's easy to see money coming and leaving the asset or coming into an asset to see it before it pumps. So these are all things that we provide to you. And of course, you can request your own stocks or your own crypto, which we have plenty to choose from. And we're happy to provide the various charts on any and all of those things as well.
I'm not afraid anymore. It's so clear. I just wanna be a millionaire, millionaire. I've been taking action, it's super simple trade. 2K to 100 grand in just 3 trades. If a guru never showed you how, so come on, so we can show ya how to be a millionaire. We can show you the road. When you got a plan, you don't have to think too much, think too much, think too much. All you gotta do is take action. All you gotta do is take